Welcome back to the channel. Today we're installing this Comma 4 on our Honda CRV. This is my first time using one of these products, so I'm excited to see how it is. Supposedly it'll record your drives like a dash cam, and it takes control of the wheel of the car to help you steer and stay on the road. It uses the existing harnesses on the car itself, so your car needs to have lane keep assist and adaptive cruise control in order for this to be compatible. This wouldn't work with older cars. So first thing you want to do is remove the trim that's surrounding this piece here. This is what it looks like. Now we're looking for this cable to remove and then place it in here and then put this one right there. So you're just going to be kind of hijacking with this harness that they provide to you. And the harness that they'll give you is dependent on the car you have. I have a Honda Civic, so this will be Bosch A. So this is what it looks like so far. And then I connected the USB-C cable that they provide. We're going to be plugging it into the unit to power it on. All right, so this is what it looks like connected. I still have it within my sights as a driver right over there. And it's not perfectly centered on the windshield, but it's really close to the center. So it shouldn't affect the drive too much. And if it does, I'll let you know and we'll just reposition it. But I really wanted it somewhere where I can see the screen and not kind of underneath the center where it's blocked by the rearview mirror. So this is what we're coming up with so far. All right, so I connected it to the internet and now it is installing some firmware updates. And this is what it looks like when it's doing that. So we'll give it some time to get it finished and then see what happens next. Okay, so we're now driving above 15 miles an hour to allow the machine to calibrate. So I'm gonna do that for a little bit. I'll get back to you guys. Okay, let's show it to you in action. Here we go. I'm gonna press resume on adaptive cruise control. I'm gonna let go of the wheel, and then you can see right there it is steering for us. And I'm not touching the wheel at all. Pretty amazing. I do have to stop for stoplights though, so this is really ideal for like freeways and stuff like that. All right, so we are at a stoplight. We're testing it out right now. Supposedly it's supposed to be able to start accelerating the car once the car in front of us moves. Before you had to tap the gas or push the resume button, but let's just see if it just does it on its own. So here we go. No hands, no feet. Let's see what happens. Oh yeah, it just goes on its own. That's cool. Yeah, it didn't used to do that before. And hands are still off. And it's basically just steering in front of us, following the street lines or the lane lines. And it's doing a really good job of keeping us in the center. Despite the screen not being perfectly centered on the car, it does the recalibration to be able to still keep the car in the center lane. I'm really impressed with it so far because by now it would ask me to put my hands on the steering wheel, which is right around the 10-second mark. But this time, you don't really have to touch the wheel at all. And most drives, you can probably never have to touch the wheel really, except for like turning and sharper curves, because the steering torque on these Hondas are not very strong. So this is my wife driving without the hands, and we are testing it on a road without lane lines. So far it's keeping us in our own lane, and let's see if it avoids that car in front of us on the left. I think it will.
Turning a little bit.
Yeah, it's avoiding it. It's reading the road without lane lines. This originally wouldn't have been possible on the original software of the Honda, but now it's working. What do you think, Elise?
It's pretty cool. I like it that it's taking control and staying straight.
Yeah, and you can take over control anytime you want. In fact, it will tell you too if it can't handle the turn radius of a specific curve.
Oh, it's slowing down a little bit.
It's probably detecting the biker, yeah. This is really cool. Now we just got to stop ourselves for stop signs and stoplights because we don't have the experimental feature for it to stop on its own. My wife was really skeptical about using this, but now she's starting to slowly trust it, to trust its capabilities to drive, that it's actually safer than a normal human. Okay. So we are on the freeway. Elise is letting the car drive and steer on its own. and she's slowly trusting it, but she's still keeping her hands on the wheel. I guess that's fair, you know. If you're new to this, you don't trust it driving on its own. Right now the car is slowing down because this big semi truck is in front of us. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Have a good afternoon.